My name is Joe. I'm with Guardians of Rescue, and I'm here today to show you how you can make an inexpensive, quick cat shelter to keep your kitties warm year-round and protect them from all the elements. Okay, so now that we've made the shelters, they have been stuffed with straw, not hay. Hay absorbs water. Straw will dry out after a period of time. This is the double-hole fish box shelter. You can see it's stuffed about halfway because it's a much lower shelter. The Omaha Steak box or utility box is about 1 inch or so above the entrance. The makeshift cat shelter made from a cat carrier. The emergency cardboard box shelter, again down to the entrance. And the very popular bin shelter with straw. Now, I'm going to show you how to stuff the cooler shelter. It's the same principle. Just take some straw, just loosen it up a little bit, and start shoving it in. Now, if you don't have straw, and you want to try to keep the kitty warm, the next best thing would be wool, because wool doesn't absorb water either. But whatever you put in here, be it straw, wool, a comforter, a blanket, always check it that they didn't get wet. Just from the cat's breath and breathing inside the shelter will form condensation on the inside. That's why we made drain holes, to try to alleviate the straw getting wet. And here you have it. Okay, now that we've finished making the shelters, now it's a very important part of keeping the kitty warm and dry is how to place them. Ideally, under an overhang of your house, on top of a pallet, and with the entrance to the shelter against the wall with the drain holes on the bottom. You can make it even nicer if you want to put a tarp over it, tuck it under the pallet, so the shelter is more protected from wind and rain. If you don't have a pallet or bricks, you can always just pick up a couple of scrap pieces of 2x4s. Same principle, drain holes on the bottom, entrance towards a wall, if possible under an overhang. If an overhang is not possible, or if you have a piece of wood, the more you do, the better. This piece of wood just happens to be a little bit too big, but for demonstration purposes, now you have a roof or an awning over the shelter. You got a nice little alleyway. Cat can hang outside if it's raining, and keeps the inside of the shelter dry and warm also. Okay, the reason I made this video today to show you how to make these shelters is because I get calls and emails constantly on shipping the shelters that I make for the tri-state area. This is the shelter I make, but it's too expensive to ship. It's just too big and too expensive. These shelters here are actually cheaper to make than for you to purchase it and me to ship it to you. So this is basically to try to help people outside the tri-state area where they can't purchase my shelters. If you're interested in my shelter, they're available through www.wintercatshelter.com.